It's a beautiful day here in Casco Bay, Maine, and today I'm standing aboard this 2022 Sirena 58 Coupe. With only 238 hours on her, she is almost barely broken in. I'm Ben Scheffer with East Coast Yacht Sales. Let's go through her. So starting here on the aft deck, you have this tremendous table, all sorts of seating ability, so really good lounge area. There also is a sure shade, so an actuating sunshade that covers this, so good protection, really comfortable space. You have capstans on either side, which make life really easy for if you're coming into a dock and there's serious windage, you need to bring yourself in and you don't want a hand line. So those capstans are awesome. Really good storage in here. You can see I put the covers for this entire aft deck seating area in there. So they are quite deep. The other nice feature here is that they have these aft deck gates on either side. And so it really does help make you feel completely protected while you're here. You're totally secure. The beauty of these Sirenas is that they are full walk around, and you'll see that later on in the tour. But this just helps complete that full walk around aspect. We'll get to the swim platform a little bit later and the crew quarters, but continuing on this area, you have your cooktop here on the starboard side. This is an electric Kenyan cooktop. Works really well as a barbecue. Underneath that, you have an ice maker. So just another beauty of having a 58-foot boat with all of this space. Moving on to the port side, you have a sink up top, and underneath it, you have a refrigerator. And as we continue forward, you'll see, there is no shortage of food storage. Then on the port side, as the same on the starboard side, you have the capstan. If we continue up this port side deck, you have one of your diesel fills right here on the port side, and really nice enclosed feeling side deck. They're deep enough that you really don't feel like there's any concern while you're walking here as the boat is moving, as we are right now. So up here on the bow, you have this awesome lounge space. So you have this huge bunny pad, which converts all of these backrests tilt up, so you can kind of adjust the angle that you're sitting. And then you also have the traditional sofa here, so easily fitting 10 people up here comfortably. You have access to your Fusion stereo, which is nice, so you can control the ambiance and the sound level up here. And then one of the really cool things about these Sirenas is these pop-up lights. So as you're up here, sun's going down, you pop up these lights, really just set the vibe and the mood. And on this side, you have a great amount of storage. So right now he's got his life raft as well as the ladder that brings you up onto the coupe top. What's nice about this ladder is that you can really get up there, clean everything, super convenient. I have it down right now so that you can see what the access is like to the forward master, but I'll show you that in just a moment. Continuing on to the bow, you have this awesome anchoring area. So as you can tell, the anchor is somewhat integrated with the bow, but these anchor lockers are unbelievable. We have all of our fenders down there. There is just an infinite amount of space going down. You can access it from either side up here, which is incredibly convenient because there, again, is no shortage of space. So this is definitely my preferred space for keeping fenders if you want to keep them all inflated. And then you have storage. This is where we've put all of the lines right now, but you can set a lot of flat goods up here. So continuing on, one of the things that makes this boat so unique and special is from this starboard side, you actually have access down into that forward master. The forward master on this Sirena 58 is one of my favorite options and something you do not see often. So if you want to be completely sectioned off from your guests, you have this forward master, you have your own head, your own bed, but coming up here, as soon as you get down those steps, you have this huge hanging locker. So this would be great for any sort of swimwear, jackets, things like that. But then continuing on, you can see right now we have the door shut, so we're sectioned off from the rest of the boat. But you get into this awesome island berth up here. So just a ton of space, storage that goes all the way around. You have another hanging locker over on this side. Tons of cabinets and drawer spaces going all the way around the masters. And then to top it off, you also have this great TV directly in front of the master. So again, if you want to have your own personal space while you have guests on board, you have this entire bow area of the boat all to yourself if you want. Coming aft, you have a large master ensuite head. Great amount of space back here. You actually have handholds that are built in for the head itself. So it's really convenient if you're in any sort of sea state, really nice to have something to grab onto, as well as to help lift yourself off. Then you have this great opening shower in here. You have the Sirena signature waterfall right here, as well as the traditional handheld wand. You have your towel holders, and then you also have storage or a medicine cabinet right here, and then a nice open sink. So really easy space to do any of your pampering and to store whatever you need. So as we move aft, the next area that we'll get into is actually the other staterooms. On the floors, there are all these nice cutouts, so there is really easy access to the bilge systems, and I'll actually just pop this open just so you can see what I'm talking about. So right here you have all of your water valves. Everything is really well labeled, so it makes it super easy if you want to segment off where your water's going, but again, access to the bilge is impeccable on this boat. So moving into the portside cabin, you have your twin berths, another great hanging locker, storage in between the twin berths as well as outlets. You have your own separate air conditioning zone, and then you have another ensuite head, which is really nice. This one's slightly smaller, so it just has the wraparound curtain here as well as the head, but again, really convenient space. And if you need more heads or you have more guests, this boat has everything to accommodate that. Great drawer system, just unbelievably well laid out. So moving on to the starboard side stateroom, you have your single berth, really convenient for if you have couples visiting, additional storage here, large hanging locker, and then a larger head. One of the really neat things about this head, besides the fact that this shower is amazing, it has the waterfall shower, it has the wand, and it has a lot more space as well as a seat. So really taking pride in that Turkish heritage. You also have the medicine cabinet right here. And then one of the creme de la cremes of this starboard side guest stateroom is the storage that's behind the door. You have a ton of space for towels, as well as 3 separate drawers for anything else that you might need. And then you also have additional storage underneath. So this starboard side head area just has tremendous storage capabilities. So just another thing that I absolutely love about these Sirenas is you can tell everywhere that I go, I'm opening up and finding more storage. So now as we head back up, we'll go up the primary staircase to get to the pilot house as well as the galley. So as you come up into the main pilot house area to port, you have this awesome helm layout. So you have the bolster seat, which is nice. If you're more of a leaner, as I am, then it's really comfortable. You even have this step up, so if you need a little bit of extra height, really easy. Or you flip it down if you're doing a longer distance cruise. And there's easily space for 2 people on this helm station. You have your seatkeeper right here. You have your zip weight controller for your trim tabs. You have your Garmin helm display, so that is really nice for doing autopilot, as well as these 2 huge MFDs. All of this is all Garmin, so it's really nice and easy to control. You also have your anchor road counter, your variable speed bow and stern thruster. So maneuvering this boat is just an absolute dream, and unbelievable panoramic view. I mean, you can see a full 360 degrees around. Opening window here on the port side, so just a really nice place to be operating the boat from. You have additional storage just to starboard of the helm. So nice place to put all of your booklets. And then starboard but aft of the helm, you also have access to all of your breakers. So again, just a really nice central location to be able to check on anything or turn anything on or off that you might need to. As we move aft, you have this awesome dining and lounging area. Starboard side, you have this huge couch. You can have a ton of people in here. Whatever else you might want to do in this space, there is plenty of room for it. Then on the port side, even larger seating arrangement. This table flips down, and really thick, solid table. So tons of space to seat everyone here for if you're having a large dinner party or get together. We have our 2 opening sunroofs. They both have shades, and with just the press of a button, you can open both of those up. On the starboard side, you have access to your audio system, as well as additional air conditioning unit and your TV system. You have your TV that actuates out from this area with just the press of a button. And then on the starboard side, as is common with a lot of these Sirenas, you have your pantograph door. So all you do is you press a button, it unlatches the dogs, and then you have a nice open door that goes onto your starboard side deck. To close it, you just swing it back, and the door automatically dogs itself, so it is unbelievably secure here. As we move aft to the galley, which is one of my favorite areas as someone who likes to cook, you just have unbelievable space. You have your Miele induction cooktop right up top. Underneath that, you have your Miele convection microwave oven. All of this area for storage, so you can fit all of the spices, ingredients, so you truly have a real galley on this boat. Dishwasher, and then ample refrigerator and freezer space here on the port side. Right now there's a nice Nespresso machine, so you can fit all of your capsules. You can power that with the generator, so you can be drinking espresso while you're moving. Beauty of having boats built over in Europe. Then going back to the starboard side, you have your 2-section sink, and then underneath that sink you have your self-opening garbage can. So just, again, any boat chef's dream is this space. We went through this galley. Earlier in the video, we talked about the aft deck galley with the cooktop here on the starboard side, refrigerator, ice maker, so much space, so much ability to cook and entertain on this boat. So one of the last features, and certainly not the least, is the swim platform. So this swim platform is a hydraulic Opac Mare swim platform. With just the touch of a button, the whole tender lift goes up and down. So if you want to use it for swimming, really nice and easy. You just lower it partially, and then you can easily hop on and off of the swim platform. If you want to use it for a tender lift, you would just install a couple of dinghy chocks, and then you'd be able to easily lower this into the water, have someone drive the tender on, raise it, and then your tender's directly out of the water. The other nice thing about back here is you have your crew quarters or laundry room. On this boat, the configuration is as a laundry room. In addition to the laundry, you also have another head. But this whole crew quarter area is just phenomenal. And I keep calling it the crew quarters, even though it's the laundry room on this boat. It is just such good storage back here. And the other nice thing is if you want to take a shower after you go swimming, you have a shower right here on the aft deck. So all you have to do is pop up from the swim platform, walk directly into this cabin, and you have a shower to rinse off. All right, so right here, you have phenomenal access to your engine room. And again, 58-foot boat is not huge. This engine room is. So this engine room on this Sirena 58 is unbelievable. Even with these D11 670 engines, there is just ample space for working. And you can see all of the floor is covered in this aluminum diamond plate. Everything is labeled, which is really nice. When you come down here, even if you are more of a novice boater, you're gonna be able to identify what everything is and where everything is. But I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of just how tremendous this space is, because again, 2 engines, generator, you have a seakeeper under here. You would never know based on how clean this engine room is. And again, the access to all this stuff is unbelievable. And that's the Sirena 58 Coupe. Thanks for joining me on this walkthrough tour, and please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly for more information or to schedule a viewing. My contact information is in the description below, as well as a full listing page including photos and a 360 tour. I'm Ben Scheffer with East Coast Yacht Sales. Thanks for watching.